Hello, traders. Welcome to this episode. Today, I'm going to be teaching us on how to be able to really know exactly at what point is the market at. How do I mean by that? You know, a trend does two things. We have the push phase and the retracement phase. We have the impulse, then the retracement. What do I mean by that? Let me show you guys. This is what we call the impulse, right? This is the impulse. Now, this is what we call retracement of this bearish leg. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's very easy. Don't get confused. This is a bearish leg, and this is the retracement of this bearish leg. This is the overall bearish trend from here to this point. Now, this is the correction or retracement of this bearish leg. All right. So now, when you open your chart as a professional trader, the question you should ask yourself, what is price action doing at this moment? Which level are we presently? Before you place your trade, you should know, are we in a push phase or a retracement phase? You must identify that as a trader before you do anything. And apart from that, you should know the overall trend, the overall structure, what is happening. Are we in a downtrend or a bullish trend? Okay. Now, when we say downtrend, I know you guys must have gotten used to that. We have the lower low, lower high, lower low, a lower high. Now, how do you know that a trend is in a downtrend? You know that a trend is a downtrend when you see the low, then you see a push face to the downside, you see a retracement to the opposite side. Then you now see another push face to the downside, even if it's a one bearish candle, for you to know that the underlying trend still continue is when you see that this low is already taken. You understand? You can see here, it ends here, it went back. Then as the next push phase, it broke the structure down, no matter how little is it. As far as trading is concerned, it is very, very significant. Once you see that a structure is broken, you know that the underlying trend still continues. Now, after everything, after everything, you will now see a formation that will signal a change in trend. You see this one? Here, this is now the corrective phase. How do we know that? Because there's a push to the upside and there is a correction to the downside. There's a push to the upside, there is a lead correction to the downside. Now, for a correction to be established, when you're saying higher high, higher low, higher high, there has to be two opposite candles formation, two opposite candle formation to the opposite side. Now, this is what I mean. It's not difficult. You guys should just watch me very closely and listen attentively. It's very simple. Trading is difficult when you are struggling to force a trade, when you feel you know it, and between you and your God, you know that you are still struggling. Just like when you are driving, when you start learning how to drive. As a matter of fact, you have a car and you start learning how to drive. The car might just be in a garage or car park where you park the car. You'll be so reluctant to drive it out because you have not really mastered driving. You understand? You'll be thinking so many things. If I take it out now, oh, who knows what will happen? It looks like a challenge, a stress to you. But I tell you, by the time you continue to practice driving, for example, you continue to practice, you cannot even go out without your car. Anytime you are stepping out of your house, you like to drive because now you have mastered it. You no longer think, it is now in a default state. You understand? You just know that once you enter, put your ignition, put it on drive. If it is automatic, if it is manual, put it on engage the gear, and you just start going. You understand? So at that point, it becomes enjoyable. But when you are learning it, it's like stress to you. It's like a big challenge to you. The same thing applicable when you are still learning how to trade. You see that it's so difficult. How can I um, get acquainted to this? How can I perfect this skill set? And the worst of all, you'll be seeing people posting figures and you just go, oh, what is coming to me? I tell you guys, it takes a gradual process for you to get the knowledge. It's a skill set. You have to develop yourself, most especially no structure. I'm not saying all this news and all that, they don't affect um, trading. But I tell you, if you know your structure very well, if you know structure very well, I'm telling you, even if there is a news, price action will hit your target before a rollover. It must. That is how it should be, and that is how it is, guys. There is no magic. You just have to take it step by step. You have to learn it. It's a skill set. So back to the point I am making. When we are in a corrective phase, now how do you know that we are in a corrective phase? The price action now turned bullish. So it's now going opposite direction. Now, if you say a trend is bullish, that means it's making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It's supposed to continue like that. Now, for you to know that there is, for you to know that a trend is forming a higher low, there has to be at least at least two opposite candles, just like this. Two, just like this one. At least two. If you see any one, if you see maybe one candle, it's not valid. Maybe somebody just, you know, take profits. somebody just exited at that point. So there was a little reaction in the market. That is how it is. For it to be confirmed that there's a little retracement there, you must see two candles, opposite candles, like this. You know, that is how it is, guys. So now, as the underlying trend continues, now this is the corrective phase. Now, the corrective phase, as is bullish, supposed to make higher high, higher low, then higher high, then this higher high now breaks this structure up. After a while, it's supposed to retrace. But here is the deal, guys. By the time you now discover that it makes a high, a push high, then there is a rejection. There's a little corrective phase, two candles, which is valid, all right? But what is supposed to do next is supposed to break the structure high. This is the structure. When you're talking about structure, this is the high. So this guy here is supposed to break above this, just like this guy here, what he did. This is the high. Then when this guy came, when there was a retracement here, when there was a retracement, that is not the actual candle, right? This is the actual candle that forms the high. Now, this guy here broke the structure. That means this high is taking. That means the underlying trend continues, the corrective phase continues. Then, as soon as it gets to this point, there was a retracement. This guy here is supposed to break above. But what now happened here, guys? This is the trick of trading. It's not a magic, it's very simple. What will happen? Instead of this thing to break above, it stopped shy here. Look at it. It stopped here. It stopped here. So that means this guy failed to create another high. What is he now telling us? He's telling us a story that this trend, this corrective phase, is gradually coming to an end. Watch, guys, what will you now see next is a candlestick formation that will now alert you that a trend is changing. Now, look at what happened. The first thing that will happen will be uh, fail to create another high. This guy failed to create another high. Then, because he failed to create another high, this one here, this low here, is a weak low. This is a weak low. This one is a strong high. Now, because why? Because why? This guy did not take this. Because why? This guy broke a structure, he created a high. Now, this guy that's supposed to create another high, he failed to break this structure. That means that is what makes this one to be a strong high. You put it here, you say strong high. That is how to denote it. This is a strong high, right? Now, watch what happened. This guy did not fail to break this high. What now happened? You see, we have a bearish engulfing candle. Bearish engulfing candle. That is it. Now, this bearish engulfing candle, what it now did, it broke this structure down. It broke this structure down. This is where you see it broke this structure down. It came down up to this point. Now, what now happened? There was an opposite bullish candlestick. This now signifies a change of character. A change of character has happened. How do we know? There's a break of structure down to the downside and a break of structure to the opposite side. So a change of character has happened. Now, what did you not see? This bullish, this candlestick was bullish up to this point. It pushed up to this point, but what happened? Guys, there was a rejection. A rejection. Now, what happened? Look at it. It now flush down. Then, this is a corrective phase, meaning that it is now bull bearish. This is now a bearish trend has resumed again. But remember, this was where we started. This is the bearish phase. This is the corrective phase, right? At this point, it changed character. Then it came down to this place. It broke this structure. It's scaling the ladder down again because it's supposed to come and take this low here. Supposed to come and take this low here. You know why? Because this is a weak low. It's a weak low. Weak low. This is a weak low. A weak low because this low failed to break this structure, this high. It failed to take out this high. That means it's a weak low. Now, no matter what price does, the aim is to come and take this low. That is to let you know that the underlying trend of bearish trend still continue. That means the overall structure here is a bearish trend. This is a corrective phase. Now, after the correction, it has resumed. Not that it will now come and flush down automatic. No, it will make a rigmarole because there are minor structure inside a major structure. Okay. Now, as a professional trader, if you are to enter this trade now, where are you supposed to enter this trade? You just pull up your Fibonacci retracement tool. Just hold on. Let me just remove all these guys for clarity. I don't like to stain my chart. That is how I do my own things. I keep my chart very clean. Now, if you pull up your fib, look at it. Pull up your fib, come down here like this. Okay, look at it. I tell you guys, Fibonacci retracement tool is one technical tool that you will learn. I'm going to make a video on that. You cannot do without it. It's a very nice tool, guys. You plot your fib retracement. This is a minor structure here, 15 minutes. Okay, down, it's not telling you that the trend is coming down. Then there's a retracement. Inside structure, there are substructure. So those are the things you need to learn. Those are the things you need to learn. This one came here like this. There was a retracement. These are smaller structure, like 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Look at it. All these things is the reason you have to train your eye so that you will see all these things. It's a very simple thing. Now, if I want to, for example, trade on 5 minutes, for example, once the fee, once price action, let me remove this for a moment. Once price action gets to this point and make a little retracement like this, let me expand it. I'll pull up my fib. If I need just quick, sharp money, I'll just come like this, pull up my fib. You see the retracement where it stopped 61.8. This is the golden Fibonacci ratio. It gets here, it got a resistance here. All right, now it flushed and hit your target point. So, guys, it's very important for you to know where you are in the market. That is a message, guys. So share my video. I will release so many videos for me to make this thing very simple for you guys. Thank you so much and God bless.